Hey, what's up? This is Roger coming to you from a park somewhere in Ohio, and I wanted to talk to you today about how to not get your ass beat when you go out. Now, I know a lot of guys have had trouble with this kind of stuff, and if you're going to go out, this is going to be something that you're going to run into regardless of how often you're going out. At one point or another, there's going to be altercations between people not liking what you're doing or what you're trying to do, especially if you've been in the community for however long that you need to be to get to the point where people start noticing your actions. I wanted to shoot here just because this is my kind of tranquil spot. Now that's something that you're going to need to, I guess, harness when you go out, is your tranquility, the ability to be calm. Now the more that you go out, the more that you're going to be able to develop this, just because you're going to desensitize yourself to outside stimulation affecting you. And the more you do that, the more you're going to be able to stay in that calm state of mind. Now, when I go out, I've had people before try to start fights with me, and the biggest thing to remember is don't escalate. Don't escalate the fight in any kind of way that's going to make them have an opening to punch you in the mouth or hit you in the face or something like that. It's okay to talk shit, but you need to get a feel for the moment when it's going to go down. Now, when this happens, the biggest thing to remember is, like I said, don't escalate. Just make them aware that you're not going to resort to violence, that doing so is actually stupid. I like to make people feel dumb for even suggesting this kind of thing, especially if they're drunk. It's a lot easier to do. Just make it clear that you don't got a problem with them, they don't need to have a problem with you, to just leave you alone. Because I've had people come up to me before after I've done something ridiculous, like maybe take off my pants while singing karaoke and bust out dance moves and Speedos. Now, maybe you're not doing anything that crazy, maybe you've had a couple drinks or something like that. Now that's going to affect your rationality as well, so try and drink a little bit less, keep yourself in control if you're going to drink at all, honestly. I mean, I go out sober and I'll drink tea, give the bartender a buck so they don't kick me out. That, and they're going to remember if you're giving them a buck that you're not getting there to start trouble, that you've been drinking water the whole night, that you're in a clear state of mind. The last thing I really want to talk about is just making sure that when you're going out that you need to keep the frame. You need to keep the frame and maintain your stability when people try to get in your face and start fights, because it's going to happen no matter what you try to do. You can try to avoid it, but it's going to happen where people try to test you. The biggest thing is just to make sure that you're not going to take it. That you won't accept this kind of stuff. That if someone gets in your face and gives you shit like that, that's their problem, not yours. That if they want you to do something about it, they're going to have to deal with it in your terms. They're going to have to come to you and explain themselves in a way that is on your level. and that allows you to be the one in control, because you want to have control so bad when you go out, but maintaining it is a lot harder than you would think. Now the more that you are able to maintain the frame, the more that you're able to make sure that they know that you're not going to do whatever they want you to do, be that push them, be that start the fight. You don't even have to do anything. Most of the time I'll just stand like this, my arms linked behind my back, holding my wrists. That also kind of puts your weight back too, to where your shoulders are leaned back, to where your weight's on your heels. Alex talks a lot about this in his videos on how to be comfortable when you're out in the field. You want to have a wide stance. I always like to think of it as I'm wearing a pair of pants that fits me pretty good, and I'm taking a piss at the urinal, and I don't want to piss on myself, and I don't want to have a kink in the hose, so to speak. Now, you keep that maintained, you keep the body language in that kind of frame to where they understand that they're not affecting you. Now, they're going to keep getting pissed off and keep getting pissed off, and there's going to come a point where you just need to make sure that they understand you're not going to resort to violence, that no matter what pressure is put on you, that you won't break. No matter what, just remember to keep your mind clear at all times, just to keep a constant theme running in the background of your head. I've noticed if I have music going on all the time, I'm able to keep a rhythm and keep my mind a little bit more clear than if I'm going around constantly thinking in my head about stupid shit. I'll sing along to the radio on the way out, like to the club or to the bar or something like that, just to make sure that my head's in a rhythm mode, not in a logical thinking mode, analyzing, breaking stuff down in a way that typically is not the best interest to you. I guess with that, I'm going to close this out, but I need to move. See you guys.